My name is Manash Shah. I'm the system architect of SBDI, and today I'm presenting a technical overview of the infrastructure. SBDI is an e-infrastructure for aggregation, curation, and sharing of biodiversity data, providing integrated data services. It is primarily based on open source software called the Atlas of Living Australia. The infrastructure and the components of the infrastructure have been developed and functions adhering to community software and data standards. When it comes to design of the infrastructure, it follows a microservices-based architecture. The different components are API-centric and have externalized configurations. The different components are loosely coupled, autonomous, and self-contained. They are highly customizable and have a plugin-based design. The different components have a shared styling and so have a harmonized look and feel across different components. For the deployment of the infrastructure, we have chosen to use a container-based environment, namely Docker. This allows or provides portability and scalability to the infrastructure. It enables resource isolation and allocation, similarly fault isolation and data isolation. Using Docker has helped us for independent development, deployment, and maintenance of different modules or components of the infrastructure by different teams. It facilitates polyglot programming and a mix of technologies. This has helped us in data and system integration and new technology insertions. When it comes to process, we use a shared cloud infrastructure on OpenStack. We practice infrastructure as code for maintenance of the different machines or the infrastructure as a whole. For the management and orchestration of services, we use Docker Swarm. We use DevOps toolchain for deployment automation and CI/CD pipelines. The image below is an example of how things work at present. When it comes to collaboration, data mobilization, and publication via the Swedish TVF node is probably the foremost point of collaboration for all the different partners. We work together for synchronization of data and aggregation processes. The Swedish ASP portal is a shiny example of integration of a component that has been developed grounds up and integrated into the SBDI. Another example is the module for systematic monitoring data, the BioCollect and EcoData, the development of which is being led at the Lund University. Similarly, Medorium, a Dockerized web-enabled R environment, has been developed and deployed within the SBDI. And also a crowdsourcing platform based on PyProsa, a Python framework, has been developed, adapted, and deployed within the SBDI. When it comes to international collaboration, we obviously work with the Atlas of Living Australia team in Australia, but we also are an active member of the Living Atlas community, a community of developers from around the world that have been using and working with the Atlas of Living Australia platform. And also we have a very close working relationship with GVIF. We have and we do strive for upstream contributions to the platform and the code base. We try to provide bug fixes. We have been participating and conducting workshops and training programs. Being the pioneers in container-based deployment, we are more than happy to provide support for anyone interested in deploying the platform in container-based environment. Here are a few links to the portal, to our GitHub repository, to our Docker images repository, and to our support services and the email.